This morning, as the manhunt intensifies for the suspect behind the mass shooting in Texas, killing 5 people, we're taking a moment to underline once again the ongoing gun violence epidemic in our country. The latest figure from the Gun Violence Archive shows that as of today, there have been 185 mass shootings in the U.S. this year. Joining us now with more is Fred Guttenberg, the author of the new book, American Carnage, Shattering the Myths That Fuel Gun Violence. He, of course, lost his daughter, Jamie, to the school shooting in Parkland, Florida in February of 2018. Fred, thank you once again for being with us. And this book goes on sale today, so I wanted to take the opportunity to talk to you a little bit about that book and why you wrote it and the message behind it. I want to kind of, Fred, your reactions on this thing in Cleveland, Texas. Mm-hmm. You know, this person that went into this house, Ramiro Guzman, who lost his wife and son in the shooting, told the New York Times he left Honduras to escape violence, to be with his family in the United States in a safe place. He said, quote, "We came here to escape violence and found it in America." Yeah. Just, Fred, what's your reaction to this?
Listen, my friend Manny Oliver, whose son died with my daughter in Parkland, said the same thing about why he left Venezuela, okay? That's to find safety here in America. And so here's my reaction. It's time to stop listening to the liars. You know, Jamie would be 20 years old this July. 20 years ago in 2003, we had 200 million weapons in America, Jose. Now we have over 400 million plus ghost guns. We've more than doubled. 20 years ago in 2003, AR-15 sales were less than 2% of all guns sold. Now they're 25%. Those two things that I just told you are everything you need to understand about where we are today. The question is, how did we get here? 2 years ago, Tom Gabor, my co-author, reached out to me about this project that he wanted to work on, taking on all of the myths and the lies that the gun lobby's been telling us now for the better part of 20 or 30 years. Because America wasn't always this way. And it's their lies and those who've embraced those lies, those who serve in elected office who continue to tell those lies, that we need to defeat. And I'll give you an example because it continued just yesterday with Abbott, who moronically said, this was, referred to the family status, the immigration status, and to distract from the conversation on gun, what he should have been saying is, how in the world did that shooter get an AR-15? But he didn't ask that question because that would point the finger back at him on policies that they've put in place in Texas. We have to stop listening to the liars. We have to fire these people. We better vote.
But Fred, and it's in your book, and again, I just, I'm very grateful that you wrote it.
Thank you.
How do you go, Fred, from a reality, right? It's, it's what you wish and then what you have to deal with. Sure. And how do you do with the reality that you have 400, to quote you, 400 million plus weapons in our country? Just in the last couple of years, 100% plus increase. So that's a reality. How do you deal with that reality going forward? And I know that you tackle this in your book, but how do you, Fred?
Well, let's start by not listening to the liars who make this discussion you're either for guns or you're against guns, because that's a false choice. And we talk about it in the book. You can be a legal, lawful gun owner and want to reduce gun violence. And so how do you deal with it? You start by having conversations with the 80% of America about how to reduce gun violence. Let's do red flag laws as the law of the land. Listen, Jose, the governor of Tennessee now wants to do red flag laws, even though he opposed them previously, because gun violence touched his family in the Tennessee school shooting. Okay, red flag laws should be the law of the land. We did it in Florida after Parkland. They've been used over 7,000 times. They have stopped gun violence. Let's raise the age across the country for purchase to 21. Let's expand background checks, and not just on firearms. Let's expand it to ammunition. Jamie's law is sitting in Congress waiting for a hearing. And the truth is, I consider ammunition the holy grail of solving this problem.
I think it's such an important thing. And Fred, you talk about Jamie would have been the 13th of July, her birthday?
July 13th. She'd be 20 years old, living the best
all the
days of her life.
milestones that, I keep thinking about that. All the milestones that we would have celebrated as a family and as a country that aren't there. Fred,
but Jose,
I
could I
thank
just
you
say,
very much. Yes,
I
sir.
visited
Of
Jamie
course.
in a cemetery this weekend. That's the reason we wrote this book. It's to stop the next one. Stop listening to those on the other side who want to sell the next weapon. Listen to those who want to stop the next instance of gun violence. We can do this.
Fred Guttenberg, I thank you, my friend. Really
Thank you.
appreciate you being with me this morning.